So you ready for some icebreakers?
I'm super ready.
All right. So first things first, I'm gonna do a this or that. All
Okay.
right.
Right.
You can justify or you could just go straight on to the next one. It's up to you.
All right.
Love a good this or that. All right. This helps, and I like the icebreakers because it helps the audience get, learn who you are a little bit and see how you think a little bit, but also
Yeah.
it helps loosen people up on the interviews. But I don't think you need that quite, quite honestly. But
Right.
we're gonna do them anyway because these are fun. All right.
Yeah. With it.
So the first one is roses or my story, his story.
Damn. I ain't expected to be my shit. Uh. Damn. Okay. Fuck. The reason. Damn, that's tough. That might be one of the craziest questions I've ever been asked.
It's
Oh
the
my.
first one.
The only reason why, man, it's I could pick
They're
them both.
both great. Let's be clear, y'all. These are his songs and they're both amazing songs. Okay. So
Yeah,
it's not saying that one is less than.
I could pick them both for different reasons. But the reason why I would pick my story, his story, because I was like 19 when I wrote it. And I think like when I listen to songs that I wrote when I was that age, it makes me remember how good I was. I mean, how good I am, but how good I was that early. Because I always referenced Illmatic. It's like a place that I wanted to be talent wise. Because he wrote Illmatic at 19. So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, like for me to tell the story of like where I came from and like what I feel like to be embarking on a new journey past like, saying this 4-6 block radius. And me understanding that like I have given myself, not given myself, but I have the responsibility that whatever I say could be a reflection of others. I feel like that was like important to understand at that
Yeah.
time.
But I think it's also good to like look back at the 19-year-old version of yourself versus whatever the current version of yourself is to just see like how like especially just starting out you kind of have those like instances where you feel an imposter syndrome. You like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be like Nas, or I don't know if I'm ever going, I don't know, but I'm gonna just do it anyway, kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it anyway, we gonna do it anyhow. But
Yeah,
it's like, but like you listen to it and you like, damn, I was nice then and I loved it. And then it's like a good footmark so you can see how much you've grown since then. But you was like, but I was straight then too. Cause like literally I'm going through going through your old stuff in the current stuff. And I'm like, damn, like it ain't like, how some people like, clear growth. There was some
yeah,
clear
yeah,
growth
yeah,
and there's growth, but you were good.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
never a matter of it's like it had to get better. It's
yeah.
gotten better, but it didn't have to. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I feel you. Like, especially when I listen to that project, New Beginnings. I think the thing that I liked so much about that project was my understanding of album sequencing and beat selection and songwriting. I think that album really showed others, but myself, that I'm better than a lot of artists in that sense. Like I'll always win in that sense, and I think that's why like I always love artists like Jay-Z and Drake specifically because man, you could listen to a Drake album and it's like only way you skip it is if you heard it too much because it was the single. But it's not a bad song. It's like damn, I heard God's playing in Hotline Bling like 30 billion times. But it's like these not bad records though. You know what I'm saying? These is amazing songs, and it's like the sequencing on his albums is almost like I think Nothing Was the Same is his best album. I always use that as a reference. You know what I'm saying for like how I would want a rap album to feel and go. But for me to on New Beginners to still have enough courage to be like have enough bravery to use what you like at that time too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
make it yourself so it doesn't sound like a carbon copy because it's too many
Right.
people doing all of that. Like
Mm-hmm.
literally, I remember it's an interview. Don't know who the interview was for. Just remember it was Snoop Dogg, and he was talking about like it was one point where he started trying to do some mumble rap, and he was just like, "Bruh, no!" Like he was like, "Actually, forget all of that. I'm Snoop Dogg. I don't have to do any of the
You
anything."
don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to do any of it, but I love when you find people. It's like, okay, I can be influenced, but I don't have to
to
be
use
this
that.
person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't. It's like
yeah,
still make it myself. Still be
yeah.
fun.
Because I don't want I don't think anybody would listen to that project and think that oh you use nothing was the same as a reference to make new beginnings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not in there, but I did in the sense of like structure. But I knew like yo like he had that life, I had mine. Like, why would I go rewrap this nigga story when I have my? You feel me?
Right.
Like,
If that's the case, you could just sing along. Like you don't need
you
to
know what I'm saying?
record
I got,
it.
you feel me? Like going to his shows, singing along. You feel me? At that time, Snapchatting myself doing it. But I feel like, yeah, I think I also made that album. Shit, being homesick too. I wrote that shit like in the dorm. Some songs I didn't even end up writing. I just like freestyled it. I did that with a couple songs, but it just depends on the feeling. But
Listen,
yeah,
we gonna get. I'm gonna tell you what my favorite song is
I
still.
can't wait to hear it for sure.
Yeah, it's coming up, but
But
not in this segment. But it's gonna come up in this
but
interview. The
but
next one, creating or performing.
I would say probably performing because um, performing makes you a better creator. And depending on your goal as an artist, I know my goal as an artist, so I know performing made me a better creator. I also know that performing is where like I've gained the most fans. No Instagram, no Facebook ad, no none of that shit has ever gave me more tangible, long lasting fans than being in front of people. I will also pick performing over creating because um, you can transpose your performance in so many different ways, especially when
Mm-hmm.
you have more records. So it's like it's either the DJ can make it fly or the band can make it fly, depending on what you do. And the more you perform, the more you start knowing that, like I said, you got to create different things to be in different arenas because your appetite grows to where you want to perform at and be in front of, and you understand like certain stages just require a certain responsibility, and it tests your creativity to see if you can rise to that occasion to be on those stages that you want to be on.
Yeah, and I think too, like your set list, right? You can set the vibe in your performance, right? Whereas
Mm-hmm.
it's like creative, it's like you just like, all right, I'm gonna put it all on the table and we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna cut it on the editing floor how we need to. But performing is like you get to kind of like play off of whatever vibe is there.
And then to go back off of what you said, like, performing, you make the set list. I don't do it, but your album dropping, a nigga will play your shit on random. First listen. You feel me?
No, I don't do that anymore. Like I like I don't know if it's with age or whatever, but I appreciate like
Mm-hmm.
consuming it the way the artist
Attended it.
put it on there. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think the reason why that's the wrong thing to do because people will judge an album but didn't hear the album. They heard
Mm-hmm.
songs.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like personally the reason why people started doing that, and also me asking niggas that used to do it, I had to tell them stop doing it. Like y'all can't be my homie doing this. But the internet made music more single driven.
Yeah.
So you remember back in the day, albums would have deep cuts, but sometimes the deep cut would be better than the
The
single.
deep cuts hit. This I
Yes.
literally just saw that on it's like so it's the black what is it, Black Music Month or whatever. And somebody was just like somebody is actually keeping up with it. And it's Trey from Sigma Kappa from Central to Zeta.
Oh, bad for sure.
Yeah. Sorry, I just put her whole information out there. But yeah, so
Nah,
anyway,
that's funny.
so she's doing it. And so she's like, one day it was like, what's the best deep cut that should have been a single? And I'm just like, dang, that's real though.
That's a
That's real.
great question.
You can answer it if you feeling froggy on that.
Damn, I had to think about that. I know it's probably gonna be a Kanye West song for me though,
Mm-hmm.
but think about that. Yeah, yeah. That's a great question. But to that point, I think that just makes my point more valid. That like people love deep cuts, but niggas stop making them because a lot of times I feel like people got so consumed by the idea of trying to get signed to a record label because they was giving out so many deals. A lot of times the labels wouldn't give out your deal, give you a deal or put your album out or let you have another one out have unless you meet these quotas. Quotas, they, you know, saying they changed over time, whatever. But people start making songs to fit a metric. Less than 2 minutes, in and out hooks. So it allows less to have more free range of being creative. So when niggas play your album, they just waiting to see what's hot. You feel me? Not,
and then even taking that a step, like what can be turned into a quick TikTok,
you feel me?
right? Or even like what's a quick sound bite that can work and get these numbers up because people gonna be listening to it to either do a TikTok dance or whatever. So it's kind of like,
or what can I listen to have a caption for my you feel me, for my shit?
Not gonna lie, I got a note in my phone, like, okay, good caption, because I can't.
Need that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like people judge albums off of that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that is unfortunate because I'm thinking like about, I love a good no skips, no to low skips. Like for me, Hotels, Jasmine Sullivan, that was
Tough.
That was it. But you have to listen to it in sequential order because she has like interludes. So it's not like, so you're gonna be listening to some random older lady talking and then somebody else talking, and out of context, you're like, okay, thank you. Where's the next song though? But each interlude is connected to a song. So that's why I was like, you gotta listen to it how they intended, because that's purposeful.
Yeah, definitely true.
Next one. Freestyle or pre-written?
Freestyle or pre-written? Damn. I'm gonna say pre-written because I'm so great at freestyling. And I'm so great at freestyling, and I know that it took a lot to be able to do that. But in today's time, I don't think the ability to be able to freestyle is commendable because people mix up the definition of what freestyling could be. You know what I'm saying? So I just damn near say pre-written is fire because it's like, it doesn't matter if you wrote it or if you freestyled it, because you probably hold on, this train coming. Because you probably ain't do it like me where I just did like, oh damn, I thought I was gonna be done. So yeah. But if freestyle, you probably ain't do it like me where I did like 8 bars straight. You know what I'm saying? 16, so I got 8 more left. You probably.
But if the bar go hard though,
man,
do it matter?
That's what I'm saying. You might as well say that you wrote it, cause like freestyling is the new written. Cause we have, the way technology work, it's just punching. Punching is the new freestyling. That's why I said nigga probably didn't do it like me when he went straight. You know what I'm saying? If he just figuring out line by line, which I do as well at times, then technically they freestyled it because the words never hit the pad. But at the same time, it's like you're not really freestyling.
That's true.
You might as well just freestyling is like pre-written now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That makes sense. That's a good indicator because I don't know that I would have defined it that way because I'm not anybody's freestyle nothing. Okay. Personally. But I enjoy a good one. So next one, social media presence or consistency in projects.
Damn. I'm gonna just say consistency in projects because the way social media works, you could pop at any moment. But the worst thing to do to be able to pop and not have no material. And so it's like you will pop, and then how somebody gonna fuck with you? And then I was telling my brother this. I was like, a nigga can have a hard song on the internet and I discover him, but let's say his last project came out 3 years ago, last single 2-3 years ago, but it's the first single within a while. I don't know if I feel like diving into it because it might not be as polished as what this is. I try to give it a song or two, but if it ain't on that level, it's like, damn, I really don't have a fan. So I'd rather like consistency because like you give somebody to have a chance to be a fan in that moment. You know what I'm saying? That's
you don't want to appear like you ain't on it, like you don't care about the craft, you know?
Yeah, you can't do that shit at all. Like, you ain't Frank Ocean. You know what I'm saying?
He's a complete anomaly. Like that's the only one of one on that.
Yeah, supreme anomaly. I don't know how he does it, but it's
One
amazing.
of one is the sum of them.
I like
That's a
that.
good bar.
It's a good bar for
It's
sure.
a good bar. Wonder where
Yes.
that came from.
Yes.
The next one.
Yes.
White Sox or Cubs?
Damn. White Sox or Cubs? I feel like the reason why I would say White Sox because not that I'm a baseball fan at all,
Nor am
but
I. But I was gonna say, I know y'all. Chicago's just a big city. It's like it's divided on certain things. Sports
it
would be it.
it is. I feel like the past. Wait on this train. Yeah, that happens. But I feel
But
like
that's city life. I don't know.
yeah, it definitely is. But the reason why I picked the White Sox over the Cubs is because I feel like in recent years, or the years that I've always seen, the White Sox have always been more inclusive to the community. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? The black community specifically. You feel me? Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's like events that they throw, things that they sponsor, artists that they let come through, throw first pitches, sponsor events. I think things like that is super important. I think the connotation of being black in Wrigleyville, it's like a little bit more acceptable now. But I think like when I first started doing shows like 19, or when I was even going up north like 16 or whatever the case may be, like that inclusion was like very hard to have, and I feel like that I feel like it's weird. I feel like the Cubs represent American pride because like the baseball is such an American sport. But when I think
Mm-hmm.
of Sox, I feel like it really represents more of Chicago pride. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm. It's more accurate to like the real community is a part of.
saying? Yeah. That's why I gotta go with the Sox for sure.
Because my thing is, if you're going to be here, you got to include the community that's here. You got to
Yeah,
represent the
yeah.
people that live here.
And I feel like the Cubs just got hip to that shit like in recent years. You know what I'm
Ugh,
saying?
that's
So
unfortunate. Because people already know what they're going to do.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I fuck with you trying, but these niggas always been there. You feel me?
It's like,
So
I see what you're doing, but nah.
nah, bro. I'm gonna just go over here. You feel like it'd be weird if like the Cubs had like a Juneteenth celebration, but the Sox doing it. It's like, oh shit, it's cracking.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
You
That's
feel
cool.
me? Don't feel like nigga y'all reaching. You
Because
feel
it's
me?
like, wait, am I eating the mac at the Sox?
You know what
Or
I'm
I'm
saying?
eating it at the Cubs?
You feel me? That's the only thing. Like, yeah, I don't know if that's
Somebody auntie over there at the Sox making the food. Like if you
oh,
have
for
a
sure.
Juneteenth thing.
For sure, you go to Wrigleyville, it's just nothing but bars, and they got really great food up there. I'm not gonna stunt, but it's like, coach. When you somewhere you can feel the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you can't make that up. You can't
No, you
manufacture that.
cannot make that shit up at all. You
Because if
can't.
people not fucking with it, they not fucking with it. It's done.
Yeah, yeah, that should be clear for sure.
I
Hmm.
got like a few more
All right,
for
bet.
the this or that.
Got you.
Next one, influence or popularity.
Influence all day.
I
And
figured I kind of knew the answer to that, but still.
my homie, he was like, I had shot a video Saturday, and he was telling me, he was like, man, I just feel like everything you've been doing lately in this past month, he's like, I feel like it's just been so influential. He was like, do you feel like that? And I was like, man, bro, honestly, I don't want to be coined for being influential for nothing but being your own individual self and going after what you want in the best way. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to use
Mhm.
the word, but I don't want to say going after. I think I said living in what you want in the best way because I don't believe in chasing dreams. I believe in living in it because if you're chasing it, then like you'll be always manifesting that chase. And it's like, so you're just going to be chasing that shit forever.
Right. And it's like sooner or later you'll end up out of breath, right? If you always chasing something, you out of breath at some point,
Boy,
right?
it'll drain you.
Yeah. So it's like, I
Mm-hmm.
get it though. I said chasing dream and I get that too, but I like that. I like your I like your thought process on that better.
Yeah, and I feel like popularity is like you could be popular for dumb shit. Like you could be popular for you. Like You feel me? But like, what does that do? Like, I don't really know. It's like, damn, okay, you cute, but what benefit is that? Like, what do
Right
you?
after that, you got like if you open up your mouth, it say somebody's cute, but they open their mouth and they just like stupid. Like
Yeah,
it's like I can't take this.
then you give like a negative connotation to being cute and popular, and then now that kind of skews like somebody's like perception of that, or like they might prejudge, and that's not good either. But you know, I'm just saying, I feel like, and I'm more something positive, influential, like influential, you could influence dumb shit. But yeah,
Always gotta keep it positive, keep it cute.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
bulls or bears?
Bulls all day. I'm really straight backs. I got a great story for that.
Listen, I'm gonna say bulls as well. For me personally, I don't usually get involved in people's this or that, but bulls would be my answer.
Is the best sports team in any sport. You feel me? Like, it's not even a debate. Like it's no debate at all. Uh, come on, Trey. I haven't went anywhere and had anybody not like the Bulls. I'm talking about
I get that.
from Cali to fucking Greece to wherever. Like everybody loves the Bulls because everybody loves Michael Jordan, and you know I love Michael Jordan so much so that when I was a kid, I used to tell people to call me Michael. Everybody thought my name was Michael, and you started using my name when he retired, and I remember the day because my bar was like, "What's up, Mike?" And I was like, "Man, I can't even call me." Like you feel.
I can't
But
even do
motherfucker
this.
really called me that shit. Like
You over here hurt. You like I can't.
hurt.
Don't even call me that no more, dog.
You can't even call me that no more. I remember saying that my mama was like, you couldn't figure out how to say the word retired, so you said he tired. And that, like, but that just gives me an idea to know like how young I was, to know how influenced I was. But the reason I would say the Bulls because I feel like aside from like sports, the Bulls gave me my first idea of what it takes to dream big and accomplish. You feel me? I'm gonna always say that for having that feeling. You know.
I think that's dope. Also, Michael Jordan's story. I used to collect J dollars. Dollars with J's on them.
That's
Like
kind of fire.
I used to have an attitude about it. It feels like this ain't no J dollar. I know you got a J dollar.
Hey,
I'm over here not understanding how it worked at all. And so I'm like, they would get like my granddad or my mom or somebody give me a dollar. I'm like, no,
yeah,
it's not a J dollar. You could keep it. It was a thing. It was a real thing.
crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that
That was
influence.
wild.
And Michael Jordan is the Bulls, so you know what I'm saying the Bulls itself is influential. But even to this day, like that legacy that he left is imprinted on that team across, you know what I'm saying, the world. Like niggas have no problem wearing throwback Bulls anything. Well, you probably not wear another nigga's team, you feel me?
Yeah. And
But
it's like, but it's fly though, every time.
every time it's like the best colorway. It's all that, you know. So definitely the Bulls.
Definitely Bulls. All right, got two more.
Yeah.
Harold's or Portillo's?
Oh damn. I'm gonna say Heroes because uh, we used to go there all the time after school. Heroes is clutch. I ain't gonna lie. That's not my reason, G. The reason I'm gonna say Heroes, cause so my homie, right? Like my first year I went to college, I came back. My homie, he got like just raw as hell at card cracking. He used to just be punching numbers all day. And my block was known for like having like just everybody on the block outside. We had like just randomly text people, put on Snapchat like, "Yo, come to the block." We'd have like random parties. It'd be like June, and we'd be popping fireworks, just random shit all day. And our biggest thing, we always think like, "Damn, how can we feed people?" He's like, "Man, I could just punch the numbers in for some heroes." And that
We gonna figure it out.
we used to have a 50 piece like in the garage, G, feeding the block. So like I'm gonna say heroes because they used to keep the block fed hella time. Like
All the time. Nobody was ever pissed.
never, but nah, you can't because you ain't never got to worry about what somebody want. Portillo's is too many options. Heroes is like, nigga, you got chicken. You
We got
feel me?
chicken,
Like,
we got fries. Which
and y'all
one?
gonna love it. You feel me? Like,
You gonna love it or you gonna love it? Extra sauce or not?
yeah,
Up to you.
that's why I gotta go with heroes for sure. So yeah, heroes.
I give it to you. Last one.
Mm-hmm.
Chi-Town Love Story or Scoop?
Damn. You know,
You thought I wasn't gonna bring your shit back and did.
the only reason, there's things I love about Chi-Town Love Story that also didn't age well because of the R. Kelly hook.
Mm-hmm. That is
But
true. I can see that.
yeah, and I haven't performed it in so long, and I love that song. But the reason I'm gonna put Chi-Town Love Story is because I always wanted to make a song that represented the basement era of music, but then
Mm-hmm.
my experience of like that was how I first learned how to have a crush on somebody, like somebody, and then get somebody's number and then deal with that. And then I feel like those skills. I mean, I guess like what I'm saying, jam down is definitely a skill. Like that shit transpired through life. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
I think that when I made the EP Moments in Time, I was the main goal was to reflect on just that. Like, if it wasn't for Chi-Town Love Story, then I wouldn't have the courage and the confidence to be able to approach the person, to be able to make Flower Child. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
that shit. It's just like it just became so transferable. You know what I'm saying? It's like we
Mm-hmm.
reflect on that moment in time as a child reflects on this current moment in time. You feel
Yeah. So
me?
which one is it? Is it the Chi-Town
Yeah.
Love Story?
Yeah. Chi-Town Love Story for sure.
See,
Yeah.
that was good. That was good. You did great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.